What up, Anthem D? About to react to this Jamari vid. It's titled Sniper Wolf's entire life was a lie. Not her entire life, child. She stole her life. Who the hell is this? We're gonna get to the bottom of this. Let's watch.
So at this point, it has been close to a month since Sniper Wolf made the biggest mistake of her life when she showed up to the house of another YouTuber over some online beef, showcasing the front of his home for millions of people to see. Since then, YouTube hit her with a slap on the wrist with a temporary demonetization of her channel. She announced that she would be taking a break from the internet, only to return immediately. And I guess you could say the one good thing to come out of this whole situation is that her views have taken a serious hit, and obviously more people have become privy to the fact that she's just not a very good person. But sadly for Jack's Films, he has announced in another video that he has seriously considered moving.
Aaron and I are okay, but we're just in this weird limbo of scared to leave our home and strongly considering moving. So it hasn't been great. I can't stress how off things have been since the incident.
And now we have had yet another challenger approach, if you will. Basically another person to come out and expose Sniper Wolf as a big, bad, insecure bully. And she's saying that Sniper Wolf gained this massive popularity, all the views, all the followers, all the money, basically using her likeness. Saying that she copied video ideas, thumbnails, and even the way that she speaks. And all the while, she's denied these allegations and also tried to make it look like this woman, Azzyland, is the one copying her.
How many times have you noticed that she's copied your thumbnails or a title or whatever? Did you ever bother to count them?
Things that are like very obvious, like exact replicas, it's minimum like 50. But if you're not counting those, with like up to 200.
And so apparently this beef between the two of them has been an ongoing thing for years. And based on this video, they make it seem like Sniper Wolf has been sending a lot of hate her way, and obviously trying to come out as like the top reaction channel in all of the YouTube landscape.
I think she has made her community obsessive about like copying and how wrong it is, and I see them like constantly attacking like other like creators who are like starting up when it's not, they're not even copying, it's like they're playing the same game as somebody else, and I think that that's really toxic. And I think that if that's the case and everybody felt that way, nobody would do well on YouTube, because the algorithm works by like recommending people next to other people, and it's working in unison and working as like a team.
And this kind of reminds me of a situation from almost probably like a decade ago, when you had those guys who were running that Fine Bros YouTube channel trying to trademark the word react. Essentially, if there was going to be a reaction video on YouTube, they wanted their piece of that pie. I think they wanted like 10% of every single video, which obviously would be like millions of dollars.
And we look forward to the time when we can look back to this moment, to this video with all of you, knowing that this was when we all stood together, changed the way things were done, and created this first of its kind global community.
And that was essentially the start of the end of the Fine Bros, as people obviously did not like the little stunt they were trying to pull. And I think that what she's saying here is absolutely right. Like, even within the commentary genre, obviously people are going to cover the same topics, and there's going to be viewers that want to see, hey, I want to see what, you know, these 5 guys have to say about this. I was specifically waiting for this one specific guy to talk about this topic, and then other viewers that land somewhere in between. But it's like someone coming out of the commentary community and wanting to have a stronghold over all these different topics. Like, that would just be a serious bitch move. And now I just wanted to show you guys like examples of Sniper Wolf denying these allegations in the past and trying to make Azzyland look like a bad person who's stealing her style. For example, in this old reply tweet she sent to someone, she says, "No, we are not friends, and she has been copying my videos and thumbnail style and even the way I talk for years, like she's trying to convince people that she's me." And then it really just showcases all these different thumbnails where Azzyland, based on these dates these videos were published, were first to come out with, and Sniper Wolf was copying. She's directly mentioned Azzyland in videos like this when it comes to the copying her whole personality.
From the wise words of Michael Wilson, remember to always be yourself, unless you suck. Then pretend to be somebody else. And that's on Azzyland.
Here they talk about Sniper Wolf's thievery of this accent.
So I wanted to attempt it.
Golf ball, wasp net, cut in half. From some very naughty, evil bees.
And when I finally watched some Azzyland content, I was like, there it is. That's the voice.
We don't care what you are. We don't care if you're not even the same species. Like they got a house.
So obviously they both talk like annoying ass babies in their videos. But here's where once again
both of y'all shut
SSSniperWolf's
up.
insecurity continues to shine through.
This girl does sound like her. She's trying to talk like her. And then she's gonna act surprised like, oh, they thought I was her? But you were inspired by her.
And with Sniper Wolf, it was this bizarre affectation that threw me off so much that I made a montage out of it. Like, what the hell is that impression?
And here's where SSSniperWolf once again is going to start denying these allegations. Obviously, this started to become mainstream news, and Dexerto tweeted this out. SSSniperWolf has been accused by fellow YouTuber Azzyland of copying her content, stealing her presenting style, inciting harassment from fans, and lying with fake evidence to cover her tracks. Sharing some screenshots where they literally made the...
Wait, who did it first? April 30th. What the fuck, Azzy? You put up this video after her. She put up her video on the 15th, and you put up yours on the 30th. So I'm confused. Oh, sorry. I'm sorry, y'all. Obviously, I wasn't looking at the year. Okay, fuck out of here, SSSniperWolf. Yeah, you are copying this lady. It's very weird.
The exact same videos. And Azzyland responds to this tweet by saying the point was not to accuse her of copying. The point was to highlight hypocrisy, manipulation, and misuse of influence. The only reason copying is even mentioned is because those exact words are used by her over and over to provoke mass bullying that has been going on for up to 6 years now. All while she is guilty of the very same. I want that type of harassment to end and to break that cycle by urging everyone.
Okay, I
please
see
do
where
not
she
direct
is
hate
coming
towards
from.
SSSniperWolf. Let's cross towards kindness. So basically, Azzyland has always come from this perspective that there's not like scarcity when it comes to YouTube views, and there's enough people on the platform for everyone to eat. Whereas SSSniperWolf, on the other hand, wants to hoard all the viewers for herself in this specific genre. And she's pretty much acting like she's paying the fucking Mona Lisa every single time she reacts to some viral TikToks. And I think this is kind of what she's talking about when it comes to this hate that she's been receiving for years. Someone tweeted out the same video I showed you guys a little bit earlier.
Remember to always be yourself, unless you suck. Then pretend to be somebody else. And that's on Azzyland.
And they say, ooh,
Yeah, that's lame.
SSSniperWolf, sick burn. But we all know that she is going to tweet about
When you're the one who were copying her, I'm confused.
it, and that's on not being able to take a joke. Like if you're here before Azzyland. And with how many easily influenced followers that SSSniperWolf likely has, I'm sure she's been receiving thousands of tweets and messages just like this one for years. Now, SSSniperWolf actually went out of her way to respond to this tweet by saying, I have a backup of videos and screenshots before she changed the thumbnail to make it look like I copied her. I have proof she copied my thumbnails, SEO, the way I speak, the jokes I make, the way you're trying to manipulate this is fraud. And you know, I'm sure at this point SSSniperWolf does have a pretty good lawyer that she works with. And I think maybe she should spend a couple thousand of her dollars and actually get some education from them, because the last time she was saying that Jax Films was committing defamation by calling her out for doxing him, and now she's saying that this woman is committing fraud over YouTube thumbnails. Like, it gets to a point where you simply cannot make up the self-victimization and the amount of stupidity going on within her brain. And Azzyland responds directly to that tweet by saying, I've been relentlessly bullied for years over these claims of yours. The interview was intended to express the hypocrisy of your claims, and the guy who made the video had his own take on what he found. All evidence shown by him can be found on the Wayback Machine, which is a website that will show you the way that different web pages looked at different points in time, and they cannot be changed. Kind of like a documentation of internet history. But I want to know what you guys think of...
So, she lying then. Why you wear the same exact outfit in your house tour as Azzyland did in her house tour 6 months prior? That was somehow accident. That was an insane coincidence on purpose. That's insanely creepy behavior on your part. Yeah, I don't know. This is weird. It seems like they have this back and forth that they've had going on for years. I don't know the details of it, so I don't even really want to speak on it because it seemed like it's a lot to this situation. But... you know, initially I was just like, wait, she's copying the way you talk. Like, that's a bit of a reach. How do you know how she talks? That's why I'm like, okay, both of y'all shut up. But, you know, showing the screenshots of the thumbnails and her wearing the same outfits, and then she's like sicking her audience on Azzyland and being like, oh, and that's on Azzyland. I just feel like she's doing a bit much, and it is a bit hypocritical considering what she has done. So yeah, this is just a bit weird, but Sniper Wolf has bigger fish to fry. So girl, focus on not getting sued for doxing niggas. You focus on that, because it just seems like you just all over the place right now. So I don't know what's happening with her. Anyway, y'all let me know what y'all think. Let me know what other videos you want to watch, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye!